Hi, in Chicago, good morning. In India, good afternoon. And everyone in the world, hi. Welcome to In Response. So, my name is Mia Park, and this is an interview series I'm doing called In Response Interviews with
Yes.
Intriguing Internalizers. And an
Wow.
internalizer is someone who processes the outside world in very unique and special ways inside. I'm really honored to do this because it's an opportunity for me to interview people that I'm a fan of and friends with from all over the world, including these I'm especially excited today. So we have two Ayurvedic doctors in Hariharapura, India, and we have
Yes.
Dr. Ashwin, wave so people know who you are. Hi. And then
Yes.
Dr. Shubha,
Namaste.
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 And they
Yeah.
are
Yes.
both, each of them are Ayurvedic doctors, and they run an ashram in Hariharapura. And would you call that South India or like Southwest
Yeah.
India?
It's a
I guess
South
South
India.
India.
South India.
Mm.
South India,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it's South. Yes.
Yeah, I was there in January. It was really hot in January,
Yeah.
so it's definitely South
Yes.
India. But anyway, so I stayed at their ashram for about 2 weeks, 7 years ago, so fast. And
Correct.
I
Mm.
had an amazing experience because the treatments there were wonderful. Dr. Ashwin's mother cooks really well, like, and you too think Dr. Shubha, everybody cooked. It was not only a spiritual and physical rejuvenation for me, but I met
Yes.
amazing people, and I feel like I learned a lot. And I got
Mm.
to know these lovely people. So, can you
Really.
tell us? Is
We were
there?
also happy to see you and your charming energy. We
Yes.
always remember that.
You bring it out of me. Thank you. So,
Yes.
Dr. Shuba, besides what I said, is there anything else you want people to know about you?
Yes, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor who was teaching in an Ayurvedic college. Right now, I'm working in our own ashram. I'm looking after our clients and I'm taking care of the
Shiva.
food department. And I have two kids now to take look after. I'm a
Gee,
busy mother.
very busy
Yeah.
mother. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about you, Dr. Ashwin? Is there anything else you'd like people to know about yourself?
I think it's good. It's fine.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Yes.
We
Yes.
we have a lot to talk about. By the way, pronounce me if I mispronounce your name. Chetan Shetty says love to my dears. So hello from.
Oh, hello. Yes.
Hello from us.
Yes.
Okay.
So I like to ask people first about the outside world. So what is
Yeah.
happening exactly in Hariharipura in southern India that is
Yes.
influencing the response to the pandemic?
Yeah, in India, so far it is well contained and things are very much under control. We are almost in the third phase of lockdown. It is continued in the third phase. Almost now it is 48th day of lockdown, and the things were eased for last 3 days. And with the ease, we have to see how the things will go in the future. But so far, it is well contained. Even our district in Karnataka, Chikmagalur district, it falls under green zone. Green zone means there is no a single case of corona. So it is very, very well contained district now. And it also attributes to the climatic condition of this place, along with the other medical and government bodies who are taking care of all the things. You should know that Chikmagalur is one of the WHO has announced that it is the second best, safest environmental place in the world. In terms of the habitat and the climate, this is one of the safest and the beautiful and the cleanest place in the world, Chikmagalur district.
Okay, so everybody, if you don't have enough reason to go to their ashram, like let's go. But oh no, if we all go, it won't be safe anymore. I'll go first. I'll let you all know when you can come after me. um,
Hmm.
and Kathy Shumalin Abina says you are allowing us to see wonderful things. Thank you, Kathy. I'm sorry if I got your name
Oh,
wrong. Yeah.
thank
So,
you.
uh, Dr. Shuba, did you want to add anything about how the outside world where you are now is responding to COVID?
Yeah, it's very different compared to how the world was before Corona. Personally, when I think that what happened after Corona. I feel little sad because I can't go outside. I had to remain inside the house. But in other way, it gave opportunity for me to stay connected with the family. If someone gives me a chance, I want to go out and explore the world. But at the same time, I should be a responsible citizen. So I like to be inside the home and to be careful with the infection.
Well, you both are doctors, so that makes sense that you think about others and the health,
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so now that we talked about your outside conditions, I'm wondering what your internal conditions are, your heart and mind and spirit. And Dr. Ashwin, do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, my guru always used to tell me when there is more noise outside and lesser the noise what you can listen to the inside world. And one of the thing which my guru, when he was teaching, he was asking me a question: which is the best language? Which is the best language to communicate to the higher world and to the attain the higher truth or the higher happiness? So I first in the beginning I told the best language should be Sanskrit. Sanskrit means something which is more refined. So Samskrita, means something which is more refined. But he told every language is good in whenever it is good for communication. For the higher communication, the best language is Sanskrit, in a sense, in one sense, yes. But the best language would be the silence. Silence is the best language. Silence is the most focused state of your mind where you can communicate to the higher happiness and stay happy all the time to get the unending happiness and to get the unending truth. So that's why silence is the best answer. So when there was more communication to the external world, it was very less possibility, or with limited options, I was able to get that silence inside. Now with the silence outside, it became more easy for us to focus inside and get that silence and to get that happiness. So it became, in a sense, I feel that for myself, I feel that it is something which is very, very beneficial for me now. Yeah, in a sense, I feel that it is very, very good. Another thing is also when there is more light is required to see outside world. When there is more light outside, there is less light what we can see inside, more dark inside. So when there is less noise, less light outside, more silence and more light inside. So once we ignite that, and the inner peace sustains, which is the base for to be in the path of righteousness, the path of dharma. What we all should be following to minimize this kind of situations anytime in the future.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful, Doctor. Oh, thank you. That's lovely, lovely. How about you, Dr. Shubha? I'm going to ask you two things if you can answer. And also, can you lean in? So I would love to see your whole face. We all want to see you. Dr. Ashwin, move over. Beautiful. We'd love to see you. That's, so pretty. Both of you. Very, very lovely couple. So thank you, Dr. Ashwin. That was so elegant and like very, very well said. Dr. Shubha, what's going on inside of you these days?
Yeah, I feel the same as Ashwin told. Yeah, most of the times I want to spend with the family and with the kids because the mother is the first teacher and the home is the first school. So we both are trying to cultivate a good environment for our kids. With this, we are just taking this opportunity in a very positive way. Thank
you.
That's so great like you both just said 20 things that I want to write down and I want to make a meme out of it and put on social media. That was beautiful. Thank you. So because for the people watching, maybe not everybody understands what Ayurveda is. So can either or both of you maybe just quickly explain for the layperson what Ayurveda is and why both of you why you're passionate about it?
Yeah, Ayurveda is the word Ayurveda. The definition is Ayushoveda, the science of life. The science of life. So this is the science which makes every action of us, every thinking of us, every food of us, every activity of us to attain the higher state of our physical, mental, and spiritual health, and to get that unending happiness. The ultimate aim of the human being is to get that happiness. No animal, no creature in the world does any activity to get that happiness. So everybody does activities to get the happiness. So how to do any activity in the physical, mental, and spiritual world to get that happiness without doing any mistakes? How being responsible? How to do that? So Ayurveda is one science which evolved in this part of the world to get the happiness, to get the health in the physical, mental, and spiritual world with respect to the fellow beings, for ourselves, and to the environment, and to the earth, and to the universe. How to get that peace and to get that happiness or the harmonious health. So that is what Ayurveda is. Ayurveda works in different levels in the physical body, mental body, and spiritual body. So Ayurveda is a very vast science, and Ayurveda can give answer for almost all the questions, whatever it is existing in the present world, in most holistic manner, with consideration one's own health, and with respect to the environment outside. So it is one of the holistic science in that sense.
Oh, that's a great explanation. Thank you. Did you want to add anything to that, Dr. Shubha?
It's okay.
It's okay. So, Dr.
Yeah.
Shubha, what about Ayurveda? I know you two met in Ayurvedic college as students, right? Training together. So, Dr. Shubha, what drew you and continues to draw you towards this holistic science of obtaining happiness?
Yes. Like in a very common language, if I say, forgetting that I'm a doctor, like there are many science, many medical science, which may be explaining about how to treat different disease condition, all those things. But being a student of Ayurveda, what I liked about this science is it very less it talks about how we should treat a patient, but it talks more about how you should be behaving like a human being in all sense, like physically, mentally, and spiritually, what you should do and what you should not do. That is in each and every corner of the Ayurveda is trying to say the same thing. So that made me like this science more than anything. Not only when I was a student, but still now also. Like I'm trying to study Ayurveda in a very traditional way with my guru. I'm utilizing this time to reconnect with Ayurveda in its traditional way.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's great.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. You both embody the science and practice of Ayurveda as people and then as doctors. You know, I know firsthand from being there, so that's wonderful. So I want to ask each of you. I think we have time for two more questions. So one question for each of you: are you having a philosophical or spiritual response to what's happening in the world now with the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, COVID-19. So I would like to give a simile. So we have the immunity in the physical body, so that fights against all the odds outside, which is from the outside. So when our immunity inside our body is limited or it is minimized, so there will be more attacks from the outside, our outside world, whatever it can be, microorganisms or whatever it can be. So when the immunity, like that, there is an immunity for the environment also. There is an immunity for the outside environment also. So that is well protected by the positive energy. So that we can call it as unseen energy or a good energy or a God, whatever it is. So when all our efforts, our human efforts, are we did a lot of activities in last many years or decades. So we reduce the immunity of the world, environment of the world. So that's why as there is a positive energy, there is a negative energy. So negative energy always wants to attack the positive over the positive energy and try to win over it, as it happens in the physical body. So I think we succeeded in defeating our own positive energy in the external world with all our activities. And now we see that it is a corona. This can be corona now. There can be another thing in the future. It can be man-made, or is it a lab-made, or it's from the animal. It does not matter. We always did lot of activities which was not in the virtuous way or in the path of dharma. So what Ayurveda says, I would like to tell you, a Charaka is he's one of the greatest Ayurveda physician. There is a context called as Janapatodvamsa, the pandemic, the diseases which are explained in the Ayurveda text. In the root cause of this pandemic diseases, Ayurveda says it is because of the Tasya Mula Adharma. Adharma, the wrong way of living and doing the activities, being away from the dharma, being away from the right path is the root cause of the diseases. So we are going away. Not only in the external world we are doing the wrong things, we are doing the wrong things for ourselves. How it can be? No, with our food, with our activities, with our thinking, with our sleep, and many more things. We are doing injustice to ourselves, and we are doing injustice to the outside world also. When it reaches to the peak, and when it reaches the optimal level, the negative energy wins, and the nature wants to teach us a lesson. It is teaching us now. It is asking us to slow down, be inside the room, be more clean, eat inside, eat good food. Eat fresh food. Don't be more loving for the external materials more. Introvert, you have to go inside. There is peace inside. It is teaching a lesson. No, it is difficult now. When the lessons are taught, the situation is difficult. But we have to learn from the lesson, means the teaching, and we have to move on. So for me, this is what happens is, I think I would like to tell that what are my beliefs, whether it is changed or it is remaining same. So I had a belief all these years with my teachers' explanation and whatever the text said. Now the belief, it became the reality. Belief, what I was having in the past, that what we should be doing, now it became more experiential. Now it is ascertained that this is the way we should be following. So this is something which I feel that there is a good philosophical and spiritual teachings by the Corona. Even the Corona is teaching us something. It is something which I would like to tell.
Yeah, that's so great. And I love that you both have such enthusiasm and smiles about the ideas that you're sharing. Like I agree with what you're saying personally, but I can see that you both are agreeing with that too. Thank you. How about you, Dr. Shubha? Is there what kind of, are you having a philosophical or spiritual personal response to what's happening as a mother, especially in
We both
young
share
children?
same. We both share same idea. Yeah, I believe in what he explained.
Do you feel, you did mention earlier you have two small children? Do you feel being like a new mother? Do you feel a different angle of things as a woman and having two babies?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. As I told you, like there is a lot of thing, like as a mother, if I see, in the sense, in terms of Corona, you are asking, or in general?
Sure, both. In general and in terms of Corona, whatever is personal for you now.
Yes. As I told you, like more care we give to our children right now. That is how they grow up. I want my children to be a good human beings, first of all, and be good in the society. So I'm just trying to make whatever is possible from my side as a parent to take care of them.
Yeah, the time is the only thing what we don't, in the normal society, we have constraint of time. The very basic society, time is the only thing we don't have. We have all other things, but we don't have time. So what happens is, if we give the time, I think things can be managed much better. So she and myself now, we are both are trying to give ourselves more time for our family and to understand each other. And it's very, very interesting in that sense. Giving more time for children, it's a good investment.
It's a great investment. So our time is up, but I want to do ask one more question. Dr. Ashwin, so what advice do you have about immunity? How can people boost their immunity?
So the total immunity, I will tell you in 2 lines of one very beautiful sloka from one of the Ayurvedic text. We will chant together if you want.
Please.
Nityam ahara vihara sevi samikshakari vishayeshu sakta data sama satyaparakshamhavan aptopasevi cha bhavati arogaha. So this is something which says how to be disease free. How we can be disease free in all levels, physical, mental, and spiritual level. Nityam, every day, if we are having the food and activities which is wholesome, we have to be careful. Wholesome, that which is good for our body and mind, not that which can be which can give us the happiness. It can which is good for us which should be followed. Nityam hitahara viharase samikshakar, and we should analyze each minute whatever we are doing. And Vishayeshwana Asaktaha, the sense organs. We have 5 sense organs, and these sense organs will always draw us out into the outside world. They are connected so much to the outside world, and just try to get them back. And don't allow the senses to rule your mind. Make the mind to rule your senses. Visheshwana Data means you have to give, donate, whatever you can give, you give. If you can give time, if you can give love, if you can give money, if you can give advice, whatever it is possible within your capacity, try to give all the time, or hold less, give more. Samaha, see everything, every time, in every situation, be in the middle path. Not too excited, not too low. Try to be in the middle path. Samaha, Satyapara, always be in the path of truth. Don't act that which can benefit you, that which is in the path of truth. Follow that path. Satyapara Kshamavan. And forget other mistakes. As you forgive and forget your own mistakes, you forgive and forget others' mistakes. Kshamavan, and follow and a true teacher. You have to find a good teacher. Now everybody are guru. Everybody call themselves a yogi or a guru. But true guru's explanation is something which we have to find. And if you find a good teacher, good people, be with them all the time. Satyapara Kshamavan, Aptopasevi, and follow. If you follow all these things, no disease will affect you in the physical, mental, and the spiritual body.
That is such an amazing way to explain how to strengthen your immunity. I think another doctor would say, take aspirin, or take vitamin C. But again, with Ayurveda, and both of you being Ayurvedic doctors, that really holistic approach of finding positive people and all the things that you said. Oh, we lost a connection with them. The screen, it looks like we lost them. That was a beautiful explanation. Thank you, Smita. So I guess I'll get in touch with them off of the screen. So thank you for watching it. Thank you, Dr. Ashwin. Thank you, Dr. Sastry. So the information on their ashram, Arogya, I'm so sorry. I'm bad at pronouncing that. I apologize. Their information is, if you're on Facebook, it's above. On YouTube, it's below. Make sure to follow my channel and like my page. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm sorry they didn't get a chance to officially say goodbye, but I'll see you at the ashram. Okay, bye, everybody. Peace.